WhyHunger is a grassroots support organization, and we really believe that food is a human right, and that the communities who are most impacted by hunger and poverty are the ones who have the solutions. And so our role is to support them in any way that we can, whether it's through funding, whether it's to facilitate and organize convenings, whether it's through storytelling or narrative change work. And so as we were building relationships with other orgs in the Midwest, we thought about one of the ways that we could support folks is to come together. And some of the main purposes were just to build relationships with each other, because so much of what we do and the way that we do this work sustainably is through building relationships.
So one of the things I really enjoy about coming to the gathering is that I get to hear other people's perspectives that are different from mine, and maybe an approach that I just didn't think of.
I think that it is a way for people in the Midwest to come together to talk about the work that we're doing in the food justice, food sovereignty space.
What happens if we loosen up and get to settle in and prepare a large meal together, or take our time to move through a workshop instead of having, a tight 90 minutes, and just see where it takes us?
It's exciting to see people take the information that they gather in these gatherings and take it back home and start applying it there. But people also bringing their own wisdom from their own locales into the collective experience that we know as a Midwest Gathering.
My name is Rob Pinder. I'm the owner of the farm. It's been here since 2002, so this is the 23rd year of it. Being an organic farm is important to me because I want to be in communion with nature, not fight against nature. And we serve the greater Zionsville and Indianapolis community here in central Indiana. And the mission is to provide healthy, nutritious food to our community, but also to give them a glimpse of life on a farm.
My name is Nick Selm. I'm a farm steward here at Flanner House. The residents of this neighborhood, who once had their own thriving community, are now finding themselves without access to health care, without access to quality education, without access to transportation infrastructure, and almost most importantly, without access to healthy food. And sadly, living in central Indiana, most people, if you drive anywhere, you go by acres and acres of farmland, and it's all just row, soybean, corn. I think we've made a real impact in transforming this land back to its healthy, natural self.
I'm Megan Betts, and I'm the CEO and president of Mother Hubbard's Cupboard, which is a community food resource center located in Bloomington, Indiana, and we've been serving the community for coming up on 30 years now. So Mother Hubbard's Cupboard has a food pantry. It was the founding program, and so it was started by parents who were experiencing food insecurity in our community, and they wanted to create a space where there was more dignity and choice as they moved into the pantry environment. And so we've just continued to work on making a space that feels as much like a grocery store as possible.
Just those positive stories around food, I think, have really healed me. And I think being in spaces with other folks who recognize the pain, but also recognize the resistance and the celebration and the remembering of our cultural connections to food has been really healing for me.
When you show people that there's abundance, they lose their scarcity mindset. We live in an abundant country, we live in an abundant world, we live in an abundant universe. And so if we focus on the abundance, I think that the future looks pretty good.